Just when you thought you knew everything about the royal family, Prince Harry drops a bombshell. Yes, you've heard it right. Prince Harry has finally laid bare the unsettling truth behind the denial of his police protection while in the United Kingdom. Our prince calls it as it is, a trap. Not a simple, innocent oversight, but rather a meticulously planned move. A chess play, if you will, by the royal family to coerce him back into an environment that he bravely left behind. It isn't about ensuring his safety, as one might naturally assume, but all about maintaining control. The refusal to provide protection isn't just thoughtless and rash, it's a strategic maneuver, a ploy designed to manipulate Harry into returning to a system that let him down. What makes this revelation even more shocking is the calculated nature of this denial. It's not a matter of bureaucracy or red tape, it's a matter of power. The power to reinstate Harry's security lies firmly in the hands of King Charles. He has the ability to rectify this situation, to ensure Harry's safety. Yet he chooses not to, and this choice, this resistance, speaks volumes. It sheds light not on Harry, but on the deeply flawed priorities of the institution itself. Instead of ensuring the well-being of one of their own, they've opted for a dangerous game of cat and mouse. They're gambling, hoping that fear, uncertainty and pressure will undo the life Harry has painstakingly built in freedom. But Harry isn't one to be easily swayed. He's made it abundantly clear that he won't be lured into this trap. He chose truth. He chose peace. He chose protection for his family. No amount of coercion will make him sacrifice these. The royal family's refusal to provide proper security is not just shameful. It's a deliberate act meant to regain control. But they've gravely underestimated Harry. He won't return to the toxicity. Not now. Not ever. The denial of protection isn't just reckless. It's strategic, designed to manipulate Harry into returning to a system that failed him. But who holds the cards here? Who could change the game and chooses not to? The answer may be more disturbing than you imagine. It's none other than King Charles himself. Picture it with a simple nod of approval. The king could reinstate Harry's police protection in an instant, yet he chooses not to. This choice is not a mere oversight. It's a deliberate act of resistance that speaks volumes. Not about Harry, but about the deeply flawed priorities of the royal institution. It's a stark reminder of the power dynamics at play, of the control that the throne wields even from across the Atlantic. It's a chilling testament to just how far the institution is willing to go to maintain its grip. But what does this resistance imply? For one, it reveals a royal institution that values control over compassion, power over the safety of its own. It paints a picture of a king who would rather risk his own son's safety than lose control. This isn't just reckless, it's strategic. It's a calculated move designed to manipulate Harry into returning to a system that failed him and nearly destroyed the woman he loves. This is not about safety, it's about control. By denying Harry his rightful protection, they're hoping to lure him back into the toxic environment he courageously walked away from. They're banking on fear and pressure to undo the life he's built in freedom. They're not just playing with Harry's life, they're playing with the lives of his wife and children too. But let's be clear, this isn't a game of chess. These are real lives at stake. This is a dangerous gambit, one that exposes the true nature of the institution's priorities and the lengths it will go to maintain its power. Instead of ensuring Harry's safety, they're playing a dangerous game, hoping that fear and pressure will undo the life he's built in freedom. The power behind the throne is revealed, and it's a sight that's more chilling than anyone could have imagined. But Harry isn't a pawn in their game. He's a player, and he's moved his pieces off the board. This is not a tale of a prince waiting to be saved, but a man who chose to be his own savior. Harry's resolve to protect his mental health and his family's safety is stronger than ever. He's no longer the naive young royal caught in the gilded cage of tradition and duty. He has grown, evolved, and become his own man, one who won't be lured back into the royal trap. Harry's decision to step back from the royal family was not an act of rebellion, but an act of self-preservation. He chose truth over deception, peace over turmoil, and protection over exposure. He chose his family, his wife, his children, over an institution that sought to control and manipulate him. His choices are a testament to his strength and his unwavering commitment to those he loves. The royal family's refusal to provide proper security is not just a failure, it's a deliberate act of coercion. It's a power play, a misguided attempt to regain control over a man who has finally found his freedom. But their tactics are futile. Harry is not a puppet to be manipulated. He's a man who has tasted freedom and won't let it be taken away. In choosing to live his life on his own terms, Harry has shown us all that it's possible to break free from the chains that bind us. He's shown us that it's possible to choose happiness over duty, love over tradition, and truth over deception. The royal family's misguided attempts to lure him back into the fold are doomed to fail. Because Harry isn't just a prince. He's a man who has found his strength, his voice, and his purpose. He's a man who has chosen to stand up, to speak out, and to fight for what he believes in. He won't return to the toxicity. Not now, not ever. Because Harry is no longer just a prince. He's a symbol of courage, resilience, and the power of choice. And he won't let anyone take that away from him. The royal family's refusal to provide proper security is not just shameful, it's a deliberate act. A calculated and cold-hearted game of chess where the stakes are much more than power and prestige. They're a man's peace of mind, his freedom, and the safety of his family. This denial of security is not an oversight, it's a strategy, an attempt to regain control over a prince who dared to prioritize his mental health and his family over centuries-old traditions. This move by the royal family does more than just put Harry in danger, it tarnishes their image. It exposes a disturbing willingness to use fear and manipulation to maintain control. One can't help but question the integrity of an institution that resorts to such tactics, that values power more than the well-being of one of its own. The royal family's actions speak louder than their words, and what they're saying is deeply unsettling. This decision also drives a wedge even further between Harry and the royal family. Any hope of reconciliation, of healing old wounds, is dashed by this blatant disregard for Harry's safety. It's clear that the royal family's priorities lie not in family, but in power. This is not just a failure to protect, it's a failure to understand, to empathize, to love. It's a royal failure in the truest sense of the word. But they've underestimated Harry. This prince is no pawn to be moved and manipulated at will. He has tasted freedom, and he will not be coerced back into a life of toxicity and control. He has chosen truth over tradition, peace over power, family over fame, and there's no turning back. He won't be lured into this trap, won't be forced back into a system that nearly destroyed him and the woman he loves. Harry won't return to the toxicity, not now, not ever. This is more than just a royal scandal, it's a wake-up call. It's a stark reminder that even within the gilded halls of Buckingham Palace, power plays and manipulation are all too real. This isn't about the glitz and glamour of royal life, it's about a man's fight for his family's safety, his right to peace, and his freedom from a system that sought to control him. Let's pause and reflect on the magnitude of what we've learned. Think about the implications of these revelations. We've been given a glimpse behind the royal curtain, and it's not a pretty sight. It's a world where control trumps compassion, where strategic maneuvers are valued over safety, and at the heart of it, a man who has chosen to say no more. Harry's decision to step away was not an act of rebellion, but an act of self-preservation. He chose to protect his family, to prioritize their safety and well-being, and for that he deserves our respect, our understanding, and our support. This is not about taking sides. It's about recognizing the courage it takes to stand up against a powerful institution. It's about understanding the strength it takes to prioritize family and mental health over duty and tradition. So what can we do? We can start by questioning what we think we know about the royal family. We can look beyond the headlines, the photo ops, and the palace spin. We can scrutinize the institution, its priorities, and its actions. We can support Harry in his decision to protect his family. We can show him that he is not alone in this fight. We can send a message to the royal establishment that we value people over power plays, safety over manipulation, truth over control. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this video. Stand with Harry, stand for truth.